Om Shanti. Today 19/8/2023. Murli. Essence. Sweet children, the Father has come to fulfill your desire for peace and happiness. If you want peace, detach yourself from your bodily organs and stabilize yourself in your original religion. Our original religion is I am a peaceful soul. Question. What effort do you have to make in order to become worthy of worship? Why are you worshipped? Answer. In order to become worthy of worship, become helpers in the service of purifying the world. The human souls who help the Father are worshipped together with the Father. Your children are worshipped with Shiv Baba in the form of saligrams. Then your corporeal forms of the deities, that is Lakshmi and Narayan, are worshipped. You have understood the deep significance of the difference between worshippers and those who become worthy of worship. Song played for this Murli, Mother or Mother. Om Shanti. It is definitely the father who makes the mother 100 times fortunate. The praise is sung of only the one. The bestower of salvation of all is one. It is that one who has to be remembered. This is the praise of you children. You know that it is the Father who make you fortunate from unfortunate. Bharat was 100% fortunate and then become 100% unfortunate. This story is based on Bharat. It is the Father, the one who children know, who make your mother 100% fortunate. Your yoga is connected to him. You understand that all of this is his creation. No other human beings know the creator or creation. Who had these pictures, etc. made? You would say Shiv Baba. Through whom? You would say through the corporeal mother and father. You children now have the whole world tree in your intellect. How large the world is. Vasco da Gama sailed round the whole globe. All around there is just the ocean and the sky everywhere. There is nothing else. You must have studied all of this at school. However, the Father explained everything in a nutshell. You know that 5,000 years ago, it definitely became the golden age in Bharat. In the golden age, there was only Bharat and the population must have been very small. You would now say that you belong to the kingdom of Sun dynasty. It is remembered that the kingdom of Sri Krishna existed by the bank of the river Jamuna. Delhi was also called Paristan, the land of angels. It must definitely have initially been someone's kingdom. You say that you belong to the kingdom of Sun dynasty. The kingdoms become separate later. In fact, the impact would be where the kingdom is ruled. Bharat has a lot of influence. All of these things should trickle into your intellect. Shiv Baba, the ocean of knowledge, is also called Somnath. It was the worshippers who gave him the name Somnath. His real name is Shiv Baba. Who is the one called Shiv? The father of all souls. A soul is a dot. Soul is a dot, star, being shining at the center of the forehead. It is remembered that the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is God. A soul is a soul. Soul cannot be bigger or smaller. Size of soul is same for all. This Father says, no one realized it when I entered this one. However, they do understand that there is a tiny star sparkling in the center of the forehead. They say, the jewel on the forehead. There is a jewel on the forehead. Each soul is called a jewel. It is said that there is a jewel on the forehead of a snake. In fact, all of those things belong to this time only. A soul in the form of a jewel sparkles and resides in the center of each forehead. The Father explained now accepts to you children every day. The main thing to understand is I am a spinner of the discus of self-realization. The Father says, I, the soul, am the supreme soul, and I am beyond birth and death. I definitely do come. Temples are built to the incorporeal one. Previously, you did not have this knowledge. Surely the incorporeal one came and did something. The incorporeal one comes into a family. The souls of Lakshmi and Narayan also come. They are shown with bodies. Only Shiv is shown in the form of a lingam. In Shiv temples, together with the Shivlingam, there are also saligrams. Saligrams are not shown in the temple to Sri Krishna or Lakshmi and Narayan. This proved that all are the children of the one Father. You are worshipped as soul and you are also worshipped as deities. People speak of the sacrificial fire of Rudra. The Father created this sacrificial fire through you human souls. Just as the Father is worshipped, in the same way you souls should also be worshipped. Then the corporeal form of those who become Lakshmi and Narayan are also worshipped. Those names continues. You children doing service here with your bodies. This is why you souls are worshipped. Shiv Baba say, I also carry out a lot of important service through this one. This is why I am worshipped first. Then the soul through whom I do the service of making the whole world pure should also definitely be worshipped. Every one of you is worshipped. At least 1 lakh of saligrams are made. When businessmen create a sacrificial fire of Rudra, some have 5,000 saligrams made, some 10,000, and some are 1 lakh made. That worship is of soul and of supreme soul. The Father explained, you souls do service with your impure bodies. Shiv Baba does the most service and he also inspires you to do service, so the souls are also worshipped. Together with the Father praise, there should also be you praise. No one knows everything, anything. Neither do they know Rudra, nor they know the saligrams who attend the kingdom. You are now attaining that kingdom. The main ones worships are Lakshmi and Narayan and their denial. They must have claimed that kingdom with someone's help. That kingdom is established with the help of you children. These are very sweet things. Baba continued to explain everything in a nutshell so that you are able to imbibe it. The main accept you have to imbibe is to remember me, the Father. The knowledge of the tree and the cycle is within you souls. The number one worthy of worship one is Shiv Baba, the Father of all souls, the one who sits here and make you souls so worthy. You souls are worshipped. You now understand how you become worthy of worship and how you become worshippers. It is the people of Bharat who become worthy of worship and worshippers. Now all are worshippers and they will then become worthy of worship. There will be no devotees or worshipper. It must definitely have been God who made them into gods and goddess. Now it's God incorporeal or corporeal. In corporeal form, the highest of all are Lakshmi and Narayan. It is the incorporeal one who made like that. This is why the incorporeal is worshipped. All of these things are being explained to you, children. First of all, you have to faith in the Father. He is truly the Father of us souls. When someone says, "Oh God, oh Supreme God," ask him, who is remembering and who are being remembering? You should catch them out and ask them, how many fathers do you have? Whom are you calling out to? Whom are you calling God? They would say, God the Father. So you definitely have two fathers. Souls remember the God Father. You are a soul and you have a body. You are a soul and you have a body. Each body has a physical father. Who is the father of you? The soul, the one whom you call the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Who is calling out to whom? You have to give the introduction of that unlimited Father, the one from whom you receive your inheritance. This one also remembers him. Brahma Baba also remembers Supreme Father, Shiv Baba. Many different names are given in many different languages. Some say God, some say Supreme Soul, and some say Khuda. People of all religions definitely remember the one. He is the Father of the soul, all of the souls. It is from the Father that you receive the inheritance. You souls call out to him. You have to give the introduction of the two fathers, a limited father and the unlimited father. On the path of devotion, devotees remember God. Therefore, God say, I come and give you peace and happiness. You will then no longer have any need to remember me again. It is the people of Bharat who become worshippers and worthy of worship, pure and impure. Other religions are established in between. Then, as the population grows, everyone gradually becomes Tamu Pradhan. By the end, the whole tree will have come down. Only it become empty. Up there will everyone go back. So this world is now impure. They sung, O purifier. Therefore, surely they must be impure. Bharat was pure and it has now become impure. Shiv Baba definitely comes, but people have forgotten him. He comes, and when he comes, Shri Krishna does not say, I adopt a body in order to explain you. It is the corporeal father who says, I explain you through this one. Therefore, he is separate. You yourself used to believe that Shri Krishna was the God of Gita. That one say, I enter the ordinary body of this one in his stage of retirement. The father says, I know your births. Shiv Baba enters this one. Shri Krishna cannot be called God, the purifier or the ocean of knowledge. Although people hold a Gita in their hand, they still say the purifier is the Ram of all Sitas. They do not say that it is the Krishna of Radhe. Ram means the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. If they are referring to the Ram of Silver Age, then Lakshmi Narayana are higher than he is. So why do they are mentioning their names? However, they don't because they are referring to the Supreme Soul. Only the incorporeal one is called Heavenly God, the Father. The Father is called the Liberator and the Guide. Christ cannot liberate everyone. You cannot call anyone else this. Only the Father comes and liberates everyone from sorrow. He becomes your guide and says, I show you the path. The Father has come and made you belong to him. This is how godly birth. You receive power from Shiv Baba. You have the power of silence. And they have the power of science. They do everything with their intellect. Therefore, they have a lot of arrogance of science. And it is through that destruction takes place. Science give a great deal of happiness, but it is then also bring about destruction. There you will have aeroplanes, etc. These skills will also exist there. All of these things will be useful to you later on. Abroad, they have such lighting that you cannot even see the light bulbs. Just their light is visible everywhere. The lightning in the golden age is also like that. All the physical comforts you have here will also exist there. You have also had vision of all of that. This is no question of accident, etc. There is no question of sorrow there. The Father comes and fulfill your desire for peace and happiness. Human beings wander around searching for peace. Therefore, you should ask them, who made you peaceless? You know that it is the 5 vices that make you peaceless. However, they don't understand this. They have forgotten that a soul is embodiment of peace. I am a peaceful soul. O soul, you came from the land of silence and adopted these physical organs. Now separate yourself from all the physical organs, detach yourself. There is no question of breathing, exercise, etc. in this. For how long would you remain sitting in a cave? The soul says, I'm detaching myself from these organs because I'm tired. I'm now forgetting this body. The Father now says, remember your original religion and your original land. Originally, you were the resident of that place. Remember your home. You do have to act. You cannot live without acting. Sannyasis think they are renunciates of karma because they don't prepare their food with their own hands. However, it is not possible to renounce karma. Their religion dictates that they have to eat food provided by the householders. This is why they take birth again to householders and they lead to go on to the path of isolation in order to purify Bharat. Only in Bharat was there purity. Everyone was pure, whereas everyone is now impure. The Father sits here and explains this secret. He says, children, if you don't do anything else, just simply continue to remember the Father and your sins will be absolved and you will return with me. This drama is about to come to end. Everyone has passed through the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo and everyone now has to go back. Acha. Essence for Dharana. First point, consider yourself to be a jewel sparkling in the center of your forehead. Spend the discuss of self-realization. Second point, remember your original religion and original land and experience peace. Do not allow your intellect to wander. Practice becoming detached from your body. Blessings for today. May you become full of the treasure of love and give everyone the sustenance of love and power. Detail. The treasure story of love of those children who share their Father's love become just as full. It is as though they are being showered with love all the time. This is the feeling they have. Give love once and receive it again and again. At this time, everyone needs love and power. So give love to some through Father and give power to others through the Father, with which they can constantly have zeal and enthusiasm. This is a special service that you special souls have to do. Father expects from us. Today's slogan is, those who stay away from Maya's cleverness are deeply loved by the Father. I repeat, those who stay away from the Maya's cleverness are deeply loved by the Father. Om Shanti.